Hello, welcome to the next edition of the Jank Tank. Today we're going to be playing 12, or quote-unquote field, technically. Not really, because, we have 4 demolition fields and 4 field of ruins, but we also have 4 Gottvold slumber mounds, which helps us destroy lands, make a 4/4 token. That's kind of how we're going to try to win the game, is using Sunken Citadel as kind of a way to ramp into our land destruction. So keep that in mind. This deck is going to be quite toxic. We'll see how that actually works out on the last week of the season. Next week starts off brand new content. Make sure you smash that like, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 1,000 subs. Let's get there together, and I think next season should be pretty awesome overall. And of course, this is primarily a mono red deck with a splash of green and black, just for big stuff like Bedeck. And then, of course, the green help is for the Slumber Mound. Let's get into the deck list and see the deck in action. So the deck list, we have 4 impulses for Bedecks. Hopefully we can get Bedazzled with the Chandra's Hope Beacon. The new card, of course, is Sunken Citadel. It really allows this deck to be able to do this brand new thing. I am quite excited. I did see the spoiler of the brand new Thopter Insect. Quite excited about trying that out in this deck. A 4/4 that can potentially destroy a Lotus Field is quite powerful. But we have Bone Crusher Fable for setup. We also have Sweltering Sun's main for a little, and Burn Down the House for sweepers. Sideboard, we have Brother's Hood End and Burn Down the House for sweepers. So we should be able to deal with aggro quite efficiently. Against combo, we do kind of struggle. We don't really have anything in the board for it. Against control, we do have Chandra to bring in. Also, should be okay against mid-range. So we have a Cleansing Wildfire. We should be able to destroy lands. And we also have, of course, a mana base that also destroy lands. And that's what we're doing today. We have Banky, draw cards, more Bankies in the board. So hopefully we do something today that is awesome and sweet. If you like land destruction, make sure you definitely subscribe and smash that like button for this video and share it around if you like. Let's get into the gameplay and see the deck in action. Breeding Pool, untapped. Wormlet, that's awesome. Citadel, on red, say go. Another Harbor, Spyglass, Iron, and Shoves, we take it. Play Field, Harbor, destroy it. We will attempt to grab, I think, a Forest. Say go. Sanctum, Siren. So we take 4, but deck. So if I pay 2 into here, this Forest is kind of in my way for this deck. Play the Mountain. Play a Fable, say go. Make Disappear. Say go. Yeah. Illuminator. Whenever you investigate it, okay. We're at 9. I could Chandra minus here. I don't know if that's going to be enough. But that's like all I have, I think. Chandra minus on the Wormlet. Okay, so 2 at face, 1 at Chandra, and a Pathway. So play a Field. Do 1 damage to each, and pass. Destroys all for a Rampage of the Clans. Alright. Scoop it up. Alright, so we bring in Burn Down the House, Brother's Hood End, go down the Chandra, up the other Chandra, and Banky seems kind of sus. Run it like that. So play the Slumber, so I go. Sanctum, passes. Weirdly, I think I play the Field and Ironcrag, Sego. Sanctum, Ongoing Investigation. So no matter what I do up, I'm going to play a tap land. So I think I put that on red. Blow up a Sanctum. Grab a Forest. And pass the turn. There's a Spyglass. And cracks it and gets a Coast and puts it into play. Passes. I don't think I bother sweeping anytime soon. Question is, which land am I going for? I think Citadel. Put that on red. Say go. Goes to combat. Shoves. Yeah, that happens. Sentinel. Play a tap land. Play Burn Down the House. They go. Teething Wormlet. Cracks the map. Reveals a Make Disappear. Passes. Okay, I definitely need to put that on green. Cool. Cleansing Wildfire on Coast. Investigate and puts counters on it. And it's getting big. Burn Down the House. I guess they go. Attempt to Bedeck. So it makes another. Okay. Nice. So that means we're taking a lot of damage. Yeah. Another Mountain. He can't really counter this, I don't think. So we'll blow up the board. Say go. Tireless Tracker. That resolves. Makes another clue and passes. Play Demolition Field. Try to blow up the Sanctum. Attempts to investigate. We'll go digging. Grab our swamp. He makes another clue. Attempt to sweep. Say go. Siren. And passes. Play another mountain. Attempt to make devils. And shove. Yeah, I think this not putting the Sentinel on green. Okay, yeah. Okay, GG's. So 0-1, let's get into the next. Citadel on red. Say go. Temple of Epiphany. Passes. Field. Pop it. Get a swamp. Say go. Otawara. Banky. Play the mountain. Play a fable. Say go. Stoneforge. Passes. I think this might be creativity. I don't need Bone Crusher in this matchup. Maybe not Impulse. Oi, that's a lot of lands. Play Citadel on green. Play Bankbuster. Make disappears. Plays a Reef. Passes. So that flips. Question is, do I want a Field or Slumber Mound? Let's play Slumber Mound. Attempt to go to combat. Shove with the Shaman token, which should give me enough to possibly Bedazzle. See how that works out. Bedazzle away to Reef. Flip the switch. Yeah, this is definitely creativity. That would be the only deck I can even think of that would play something like this. Draws a card. Plays a temple. And passes. We will attempt to destroy the temple and pop the Epiphany. Play another Slumber Mound. Shove. Impulses. Looks like he's desperately drawing. Impulses. Reflection, which is a reasonable move to make. Play a Demolition. Attempt to blow up the Reef. Go to combat. Shove. Desperately drawing again. The issue is how does he block? These 4/4s are getting there. Another Banky and a Steam Vents. Kill the pilot. We got it. So against this matchup, probably Brotherhood in. He has a lot of artifacts he makes. And maybe Chandra. Banky might be a little weird, but might be fine. Impulse can hit their threats. Down to Burn. Down Sweltering Suns. Down to Chandra. Down a Bone Crusher. Run it like that. Plays a tapped Stone Forge. Passes. We play a tapped Stomping Ground, say go. Mutavault. Banky. Passes. So we go ahead and attempt to blow up the Mutavault. Plays a Steam Vents. Passes. I got nothing to do this turn, so we'll play the Slumber. There you go. I guess I could have fielded, but attempts to draw. Impulse. Finds a Mutavault. Passes. Field. Fable. I don't want to do this. Let's just pop the Field, or the Mutavault. Draws a card. Take a Forest. I can't play anything else this turn, so we'll just Slumber. Say go. Draws another card. Impulses. And a Mutavault. He could still have Mana Leak mana up, or make disappear. Iron Crag. But I still think I go for it. Chandra. Uptick for mana. And we will destroy all artifacts. Say go. Hits Chandra for 1. Transmogrify. Oh, it's Transmogrify. It's not creativity. Plays an Otawara. Banky. I guess it couldn't have been creativity if you play something like Banky. Mountain. 1, 2. Uptick on Chandra. Play a Chandra. Uptick. Add to red. Play Iron Crag. And a Fable. Say go. So he's probably going to attack Big Chandra. Because I could always just minus kill the Atraxa. Which means I get to keep my little my little Chandra. A Hall. I don't need a Chandra or a Fable. Uptick Chandra. Play Chandra. Counter spell. Okay, let's say pay 4. And I can't. I think I destroy his Bankbuster. There you go. And he kills my other Chandra. If I attempt to target this, he just turns it on and enables Ward. So that flips. I don't see a way out from here. Maybe not the Banky. Keep the Bone Crusher. Or I should say keep the Chandra. I don't like that. Slumber Mound. They go. Steam Vents. Tap. Passes. Play the Mountain. Iron Crag. Say go. There could have been an argument, I guess, to play the Field this turn. So then I could Slumber Mound next. Passes. So we Field. Attempt to blow up the Hall. I guess take a Forest. And say go. Cycles a Shark Typhoon. That might have definitely been a punt, though, earlier. Should have played the field. Hits me for 1. Banky. It's not terrible. Pop the field. Grab a swamp. Attempt to cast the Banky. Alright, make disappear. Okay, so he's out of basics. Sakasan. Shoves. Another field. So that happens. We get a mountain. I think we go to second main, cast Chandra. Chandra? You have another make disappear? It does not. I think we sniped a shark and say go. Alright, kills my Chandra. Once we get another forest, we start using these slumber mounds. Steam vents. Hall's not bad. I mean, Fable's not bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Play a tap land. Alright, we'll just go ahead and kill his decay token. That way he can't get to transmogrify. Temple. And a Banky. Sunken Citadel. That's on forest. And say go. So now we can start popping his 2 basics with these 2. Plays a Mutavault and passes. I think we actually do take out the Mutavault. Draws a card with Banky. These Slumber Mounds are really good. And Valakut Awakening. Puts 4 cards back. Or 3 cards back. Alright, we say go. Another Mutavault. Picks up Jags. That's a big boy. Or big girl. Chandra. So attempt to go after... Leave up a red source. Pop the Mutavault. And attempt to shove for 4. And draws a card. Another Mutavault. And Jags. Okay. Passes. Banky. Do I have enough for Chandra? I do. So I think I hit both. And exchange my Chandra. So he's gonna crew while he can. And we just pass. Draws a card. Sweet. Tap land. He still could transmogrify. Another Banky. Attempt to impulse. Cruise. Play a Banky. Draw a card. Play a tap land. And shove. If he offers a trade, we'll take it. Say go. So, Atroxa, we can trade with Atroxa, but it's not ideal. Vision. Volcanic Spite. Spites. And another, like a 1-drop? Sure, impulse. And a gold pathway on blue. Draw. Sunken Citadel on red. Fable. Sego. Urbrass Forge. Still no transmogrify. Do you remove my shaman token? Kills it. So you could dig. Got it. 1 and 1. Let's get into the next. Mountains, they go. Inspiring Vantage. Passes. Mountain. Banky. Say go. Another Vantage. Bitter Reunion. Chance for Glory. Okay. Probably like a Gideon deck, if I had to guess. Play Field. Play Fable. Say go. Tap land. Foretells a card. Get rid of Suns and an Impulse. Play Citadel on green. Attempt to blow up a Vantage. Get a Swamp. And shove. Mutavault. There's the Gideon. Prevents damage from the Banky. Stomp the Gideon. Flip. Play a tap land. Play a Bone Crusher. Shove at the Gideon. Say go. Temple of Triumph. That's at the bottom. Shatter this guy. That happens. Draw. Forest. Snipe the Mutavault. And crew. And smash. This deck is kind of based. It's 4 mana. Is this another Gideon? Tajik Blade of the Legion. So it's indestructible. Play the field. If I pay 2, I have 5 mana left over. I can do that. So I think my goal is to pop the Foundry. Get a mountain. Play Little Chandra. Uptick Chandra. And Bedeck. And shove. So Doom Scars me. There goes my token. Passes. Chandra. Uptick Chandra. I guess red. Draw. Play a Slumber and Uptick Chandra. I can't cast it, so I do 2 to you. It's kind of fine because I don't really want that. Defecation. And another Bitter Reunion. Tap land, but this does not stop me from pecking your life total. Creatures you control have... Planeswalkers, yeah. I could use this, pop a planes, crew, and then snipe, pop it, and crew, And -4. Shove. Got it. So burn down the house is fine. Sweltering Suns, not so much. Brotherhood in. Banky in. Impulse is kind of a dead card. And then we could just trim back on a Bone Crusher. Maybe up a Chandra, down another Bone Crusher. Run it like that. Vantage. And passes. So we lead off with a Stomping Grounds tap. Say go. Pathway on white. Defecation. And passes. Play the field. Learn from my mistakes. Play Iron Crag. Say go. So we're trying to rush to this burn down the house. It should be able to take out most Gideons. Plays another Defecation. I can't really answer those. I'm primarily red. Another burn down the house. I think I should be able to do both. So pop there. Get a mountain. Cleansing Wildfire the plains. And pass the turn. Passes. Play the field. Pop the Vantage. Grab, I guess, a forest. Say go. Alright, looks like he is scooping it up. 3, 2, and 1. Let's get into the wrap up. So what do we want to speak about this deck? Overall, we went 2 and 1. We did lose against like an aggro-ish shell. So I mean that could be a deck that gets underneath us in general. But the 2 mid-range matchups, like we did do our job, which was disrupt their mana base and push forward with our game plan, which is eventually getting a Fable and a Chandra down. So like we can definitely win the game and still do a little bit of LD going on here. I'm super excited. I'm going to probably retry this list, probably cut the Bone Crushers, put the new thing in from the newest set, or maybe even Bedeck and Bedevil. I'm not sure. I definitely want to try it again with the brand new 4/4 Insectopter dude that basically can destroy a Lotus Field. So I'm kind of excited. Like this deck might be getting closer to being a legit strategy. If you have any considerations at all for land destruction in general, let me know down in the comment section. I do think that the deck needs a little bit more work, but I do like where it's heading, right? I mean, the deck can do a lot of stuff and it does win. So that's definitely not a deck where you're like, you know from just playing it that there's not enough. It definitely feels like the deck could be competitive in close to the near future. One was basically a play mistake. I should have played the field down with the Craig, so I could have field and played the Slumber Mound. Slumber Mound really overperformed in this deck, honestly. Being able to destroy a land, basic, and still apply pressure, allowing us to crew the Bank Buster, which is quite important, especially in that last match. So until next time, where we play brand new cards from the newest set. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your week. Make sure you sub for that next week's. And make sure if you have not checked already, check out the top 10 video that dropped. What other content do you want to see me do featuring the new set? I want to know all that in the comment section. So talk to you soon.